Hello, brothers and sisters. My name is Leonard Clark. I'm broadcasting via YouTube from Phoenix, Arizona. Today is March 24th of the year 2015. Today's been an exciting day, brothers and sisters. In the morning, I attended an event, basically a pre-trial hearing for a girl named Jessie Burlew. Essentially, this young girl was and has been imprisoned for second-degree murder. What happened was, as a juvenile girl, under the care of CPS, she ran away. She was with an adult man, 43 years old at the time, almost 27 years her senior, who I believe allegedly was committing statutory rape against her. In the middle of salacious acts, he had told her that essentially if he collapsed or whatever, couldn't wake up, that she would try to revive him by making little cuts in him, whatever, to wake him up. Well, here's the catch. Not only is this girl a juvenile, Jessie Burlew, apparently she is autistic and schizophrenic, and she has a history of this, so it's not just being said to save her from going to jail. This man, in my opinion, committed statutory rape, and so for a year, and I blame myself a lot for this, brothers and sisters. This was not in the press, but I had a few friends that somehow I did not make contact with, who'd been putting out about this, that this young girl, Jessie Burlew, has been in solitary confinement almost for a year. This mentally ill, autistic girl, being kept from other human beings, comes out once a week, but not allowed to be with other girls. It's horrible. Today I went to her pre-trial conference hearing at the jail in downtown Phoenix at 200 West Jefferson, and I saw her come in, and it was hard for me to keep my composure, essentially, due to the fact that I have friends who have autistic children and adult children, basically, and knowing that this could happen to them, what is happening to this little girl, this artist, this young girl who essentially being held in solitary confinement, I mean, essentially says pretty much what's going on with our prison system today. I want you to go to freejessieb.org. It's FREEJESSIEB.org. That again is free, and then all one word, Free Jessie, FREEJESSIEB.org. It's really a harrowing story. I met the mother today of this young girl who was seriously injured in a car accident. It's hard for her. The press ravaged this young girl in the media, making her, not even saying that she was a juvenile. Essentially, County Attorney Robert Montgomery, she's been charged by the County Attorney's Office with second-degree murder, 10 to 20 years. This mentally ill autistic girl, and it's just, pardon my French, it's a bunch of bullshit. This is how we treat our mentally ill in Phoenix and in the state of Arizona. But you please go to that site. I will keep you updated. I will not rest until this young girl is freed. She should be getting psychological help and being treated, but this is Arizona, and that would make too much sense. We can't treat our mentally ill. What we do is we throw them in jail. That's how we handle our mentally ill people. Now, moving on to the second protest I went to, unfortunately I have to report to you that the secret police bill, SB 1445, was passed. The final vote was taken in the Arizona Senate today. It was passed with 20 yes votes and 8 no votes. And now it's awaiting Arizona Governor Ducey's signature or veto, and it looks highly likely he will sign the bill. Essentially, gives 60 days. The police officer who shoots, injures, kills another person, their identity is to be kept secret for 60 days, and of course this totally betrays the public trust. If we're going to start having secret police, then that's what we need to call it. This was sponsored by Senator Smith, a right-wing Republican extremist. But let me say to you this now, brothers and sisters. There were some Democrats, I have to report to you, a few bad apple, turncoat Democrats who voted in the Senate yes for this bill. And yes, it is the same usual suspects. First of all, I want to give very big thank you to Representative Bolding and Representative, or I believe Senator Quesada. These men were no votes, as were almost all of the other Democrats, but yet we had some Democrats who voted yes for this secret police bill, and I'm going to, again, excuse my French, brothers and sisters, I'm getting damn tired of these turncoat, Vichy, dino Democrats who continually put a knife in our backs. If they want to be Republicans, then go over to the other side. It's one thing to be bipartisan and to help on certain bipartisan issues, but there are certain things certain lines you don't cross, like the same usual suspects, Robert Mesa, Senator Barbara McGuire, who's continually voting yes with Republicans, Lynn Pancrazzi, continually voting yes with Republicans, and Catherine Miranda conveniently was a no vote. So again, these are the names. Robert Mesa, Democratic Senator of Arizona, voted yes for the secret police bill. Senator Lynn Pancrazzi voted yes for the secret police bill. And I'm sorry if I said Catherine Miranda voted yes, but again, she conveniently voted no. I mean, no vote. She didn't vote no, but at least she didn't vote yes. So, and it's not just an aberration, it's not an anomaly, brothers and sisters, about Robert Mesa, usually Barbara McGuire, and Lynn Pancrazzi. I don't know if they've got Stockholm Syndrome. They're so desperate to retain their offices that they think it's all right to vote with Republican right-wing extremists. But as for McGuire and Pancrazzi, and another senator who apparently, I guess, that I know of didn't vote yes on this bill, Begay, they are co-sponsoring Sylvia Allen's Senate bill, which hopefully will stay dead and not be revived in zombie-like form as a striker. They are sponsoring the Sylvia Allen, the gutting of the open meeting law in Arizona, and that's Senate Bill 1435. And also, I sadly have to report to you that it looks like the other bill, which will make it a Class 5 felony to represent an organization to help people get their ballots to the polls, elderly people, people who say, like myself, if I don't want to deliver my ballot to somebody, I trust an organization to take it straight to the Secretary of State or county elections, wherever that ballot's got to go. I've been told, no, I don't have the First Amendment right to freedom of choice to have my ballot go with somebody. That's been revived, and that's going to be heard in the, I believe it's Senate Appropriations tomorrow, or it might be House, but it's going to be in the legislature tomorrow. So I can't tell you how frustrated I am with these same bad apple Democrats. They are what are hurting our cause. And I'm damn sick and tired, again, excuse my French, of turncoat Democrats, a few bad apples making us all look bad. I know I want to give most of them plaudits and thanks to the Democrats in the state Senate and the state House. But also, I've been seeing some of them being wobbly, voting on suspicious bills that help APS and SRP go after rooftop solar owners and these types of things. We have to be there and tell them, no, the pork is not worth it. We love you, Democratic senators and representatives. We are here to back you. Please don't get Stockholm Syndrome. Please don't give in to the dark money, the Koch brothers, and all of that. The stench of corporate Democratic virus and turncoat Vichy Democratic virus in our party has got to be cleaned out. There's no space for Democratic senators like Barbara McGuire, who continually vote with right-wing extremists against our president, and Lynn Pancrazzi, and these crazy resolutions in the state Senate of Arizona. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to tell you this. State Senator, so-called Democratic Senator McGuire is a co-sponsor to the secret police bill, SB 1445. Now, we can sit here and we can have our protests, which are very important, and we had a very good turnout today in front of Governor Ducey's office tower, asking him to veto. Hey, if he does, maybe it'll happen, but highly doubted. Highly doubtable, but you never know. But we have to now look at the districts of Barbara McGuire, Lynn Pancrazzi, And Barbara McGuire, by the way, I see is very chummy with the right-wing extremist Senator Shooter over in the Senate. They really get along quite well. Shooter being the man who just tried to put in the striker bill to make it a Class 5 felony to go after your mom and dad or pop if they hand their ballot over to an organization instead of taking it to the polls themselves. But this has got to stop. We need to look at each individual senators, and if that happens for a representative too, voting with Republicans, we need to look at each of their individual districts, and we need to primary the hell out of them. This is ridiculous. Okay? And you know what? If you're just a decent person and you need to, you want to run to, at least in the primary. We need to keep some of our Democrats. Most of them are quite honest and are, quote, real Democrats, end quote. We need to keep them honest, the ones that are turncoats, and say, you want to do this? Your arse is out on the street. We don't need sellout Democrats. Go become a damn Republican. We don't need it in our party. Now, as much as I don't like the philosophy of the Tea Party, the one thing that I can agree with is they purify their party. I'm not talking about going around jumping on Democrats who are bipartisan, who work with Republicans on veterans issues and things like that. I'm talking about senators like these, Pancrazzi, McGuire, Begay, Robert Mesa, who vote with right-wing extremists to violate the trust of the people, whether it be the secret police bill, SB 1445, or the gutting of the open meeting law by Sylvia Allen. But, I mean, to know that Democratic Senator, again, so-called Democratic Senator McGuire, co-sponsored this SB 1445 bill, this is outrageous. So please, brothers and sisters, find out what districts they're in. I will let you know. I don't have it memorized. And I don't care. Primary them. I mean, what's the use of having them around if they're going to backstab our democratic principles? I mean, there's got to be a line, and they've crossed it. They've crossed it, putting knives in our back continually. This has got to stop, brothers and sisters. But we're unified now, and we're scaring the hell out of these right-wing extremists, these Koch brother-financed politicians, and the dark money fascists who are trying to take over our country. So we're going to bring love and humanity and progress to our state of Arizona and our country, and we're becoming more unified by the day. That's my rant for today. Tomorrow, if you can, remember the state legislature is voting on some crazy stuff as usual. You would be surprised if you start primarying these sellout Democrats. I have a committee, $500 threshold committee, to support, quote, real Democratic candidates, okay, in Arizona. And if any of you want to run against Robert Mesa, Barbara McGuire, Lynn Pancrazzi, and, Catherine Miranda, I'll support you. I mean, I have no money right now, but guess what? I will get out there and I will help you gather signatures. We've got to get these fake, vishy, backstabbing Democrats who are giving the rest of us a bad name out. We've got to support our real Democrats like David Cardenas, Lupe Contreras, Mr. Bolding, Wheeling, all of them. We can't be letting a few of them ruin the party. Okay, we need to bring people back. All right, that's my rant. Thank you, brothers and sisters. I know I'll think of other things after I turn this video off, but I will try to keep up the updates, keep you up to date daily. And again, don't forget that poor little girl, Jessie B., 17 years old now, sitting in solitary confinement, who in my opinion, it's my opinion, but I believe it's fact, was allegedly statutorily raped by a 43-year-old man when she's only a little girl. And now, schizophrenic, autistic, in solitary confinement. This is bullshit, pardon my French. I want to see some Democratic leaders out front on this, instead of hiding in the shadows. I mean, this is BS. We need to support our real Democrats, and I will support you. Please let us know on our committee if you want to run again against Barbara McGuire, so-called Democrat, Lynn Pancrazzi, so-called Democrat, Robert Mesa, so-called Democrat, and Catherine Miranda, so-called Democrat. I will see you at the City Council tomorrow, where again, the so-called Democrats on the Phoenix City Council will vote to give tens of millions of dollars in sweet tax-free bonding to charter schools after last week giving $95 million. So almost the tune of over $500 million. Thank you, brothers and sisters. See you at the barricades, and also see you within the halls of government, because they don't want us there, and we're scaring the hell out of them. Talk to you guys later.